Looks like we might have our next James Bond. Vanity Fair just reported that Aaron Taylor Johnson is indeed the runner-up to get the role of James Bond. Now, of course, there are a lot of reports out there that he's about to sign, and Vanity Fair just said that that's not actually true. That he has not actually been offered the role yet, but he is the one of the front runners for the role. And what do I think about Aaron Taylor Johnson being the next James Bond? I like it a lot. He's not my favorite pick. He's not my first pick, but I think that he's a very capable actor. He's a very charismatic actor, and I think that he's becoming more and more well known among the casual movie fans and just the casual audience. And I think that he'd actually be a good choice to play James Bond. My pick would be Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill is the perfect guy to play him. But I think that Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't a bad pick at all. Just looking up at his resume, his movies, I haven't seen everything on his resume, but I have seen enough to make a judgment. Like Kick-Ass 1, Kick-Ass 2, he plays a superhero comic book character. Of course, he's not playing Captain America here. His physicality isn't really important for the role of Kick-Ass. He is a superhero, but it's more of a comedy than an actual real film. So I don't really see James Bond from the Kick-Ass film. He was also in Savages, which I have seen and enjoyed. I thought he gave a good performance in that. And he's also in Godzilla, which isn't really his best performance per se, but I think he's pretty decent in that as well. Now, I think the role that really sells me with Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond is actually in his role in Bullet Train. I thought that he was really great in Bullet Train. He had a very likable personality, and he played off really well with co-stars. He had a witty dialogue, and he just was great alongside Brad Pitt. He really was. I thought he was terrific in Bullet Train. So I think that's the movie that would sell me for Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond. I think he would be pretty good in the role. We haven't seen Kraven the Hunter yet, and he's supposed to be in the Nosferatu remake, so we'll see how that goes. Kraven the Hunter, I don't have a lot of hopes for because Sony and Madame Web just came out. Morbius, they were both really terrible, so I don't have a lot of hope for Kraven the Hunter. I do think that Aaron Taylor Johnson will make a great Kraven. At least, if the movie is not great, at least we'll have that. And also, he played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, but he also died there. He wasn't Quicksilver for very long. I liked him in the role as Pietro Maximoff. I really liked him. He's not my favorite pick, but I think he's a great choice. I think he can be very diverse as an actor, and he can do a lot of things. I'm pretty sure that he can pull off James Bond. So I think that Aaron Taylor Johnson is a good choice if they're gonna go with him, if he signs on to play James Bond. I think that it's a good pick. It's a good pick. I'm not gonna complain about it. I think he's the right man for the job. I think they're gonna sign him probably for like multiple movies, at least 3 to 4 films. I would be shocked if he just like did 1 or 2 and then call it quits. He's young. I'm gonna check his age. Oh, he's actually 33 years old. He's very young, and I think that he can play James Bond for quite a long while, and I think he's gonna be great at it. So, and he's also very good looking too, which does help. He's just a good looking man. He's not He's not Brad Pitt, but I think he's very handsome. So, yeah, he can play James Bond. I think he's gonna be great at it, and I think it's gonna be believable. He'll maybe do his own action sequences. I just yeah, I'm excited for it if it does happen. It's not a sure thing yet, but he's the front. It looks like he's the front runner to play the role. So let me know what you think about Aaron Taylor Johnson as the next James Bond down in the comments below. Please subscribe.